so let's go to the site. You go here to your main bar, www.DaftLogic, DaftLogic.com. And when it comes up, it should look something like this. You'll see there's a lot of stuff on there. I'm walking my cursor around. There's distance calculators and all kinds of other stuff. But what we want to do is go over here to the right. Follow my cursor if you can. And we are going under Projects, Area Calculator, and click. You click on the area calculator and you go, wow, there's a whole world map there. Now you can walk your way across by holding your left click button down and dragging this to get to Alaska. I think it's a lot easier just to type in the name of the village, Elam, Alaska, and we're going to search. And look at, brings you right into Elam, brings you in pretty close. So that's pretty good. Now you can either go over to the side and use the little slide bar to enlarge, or you can probably roll your mouse too, but you can bring your village right in there. So that's what we're looking at, and you can even get bigger than that. Again, just holding down the left mouse switch and dragging with the mouse. I'm kind of just checking out Elam here. Clicking here, and as you click, single click, it's going to lay down these dots. Just take a walk through town. Walking along, going down the Moses Point Road, and you might have to move your map a little bit. Going out here, and I'm going to go out to, let's say, this intersection, and I want to call this a plot. Everything else I can rename and draw dots on later. I'm going to go down here, and I want to go down, and I want to take in the beach. So I'll go down to there. Okay, I'm going to walk along and incorporate the beach, clean up into this, and maybe I'll come this way here just so I kind of get a nice line from the schoolyard, and I can put a point out here too. Let's just take this in too, because that looks like an open area that might have a lot of garbage. Now that's all highlighted in green, and so I can now go over to the side of my page and get out of the map over here and scroll down, and what you're going to get is, there we go, I'm looking at about 25 acres right there. So the immediate little piece right there is 25 acres. So once I've done that, I'm going to reduce this a little bit, about like that. It can be a little bigger. Play around with it. And I'm going to move it kind of in the center, maybe sort of to the left of center, because the next thing you're going to do is print it out. I like to use Control A, that selects it all, it's all highlighted, and then I will hit Control P, and that'll bring up my printer menu. Print out pages 1 to 3, because 4, 5, and 6 are just a whole bunch of junk you don't need. So pages 1 to 3 will produce a document for you with all your points. It'll include the acreage on it as well. Here it is, fresh out of the printer. You can see that the area that was highlighted in green is now gray because I'm using a black and white. There's your acreage. Now I would write the name of the plot across this somewhere and keep it for your files. That gives you a rough idea of where it is, and you can say, oh yeah, I remember now. Here we're back in Elam again. Now this is a piece of land that I know. I've ridden on it with a three-wheeler, and we're going to clean up this whole beachfront. There's a nice access road so you could haul some trash off that. I'm going to take in these lakes. I'm going to go in a ways because the wind blows on shore, and a lot of the garbage, like bags and such, tends to blow up in there a ways. Hopefully we could do this cleanup and survey before it got too wet out. It's a good springtime before the frost goes out and the ice lenses forming all these ponds. And I'm going to go down the road, blocking it all out. And I'm going to go right past. I'm going to leave this other, this is like a private piece of land up here with a sites. I'm going to leave that for those guys to take care of. And I'm going to go along the river, just clicking kind of along the contours here. Don't worry that it's too accurate. I wouldn't, go into the crannies too tight. Just kind of generalizing some of the acreage. I'm going to go out on this spit though, because I know there's a lot of garbage out there. Come back on the spit. And now, again, here's the shoreline. I can go inside the green. And to find my shoreline, I'll take that point, maybe over there. Go here, here, here. It's kind of generalizing, and this is doable with some volunteers. You could do this once a month quite easy and probably come up with a lot of stuff. So that's kind of my area. So let's go over here and see what it calcs out to. Oh my gosh, that's 461 acres. So you can get an idea how easy it is to get 500 acres. Now if you add the other little pieces around Elam, you might have this tract, you might name this Beach Road. And the other one that I did earlier, you might say Town Beach 1 or something like that. And then of course the roads to the dumps are good little corridors. You can just walk your cursors along there too and get those and call those tracts of their own. Once again, this is DaftLogic.